Where am I at? I got it early. I'm just in the park chilling, you know me, sunshine and that.
Well, how long are you gonna take, bro? Because everybody's kind of here.
But I'll come now, yeah, on my way.
We got a show right here, so got your back to the roots, lining up another artist to come and tell us what's good. Sit them down in the chair, something like interrogations, how they get into the groove of the music making. What's the motives, the moves, and the inspiration? Can you give us some advice? We can move the nation. End with a segment of the sound of speakers, and when the clip is on, it's on with one, the cut features.
Yeah, so what are you gonna have, bro?
Well, I look too normal. I need to look hip-hop for tomorrow night.
We're gonna help you, man. But you know, while you're here, we are gonna ask you some questions, don't you?
Fire away.
We hear that you kind of had a connection with Leeds. And
Well, Leeds is my home spot, so Leeds is my heart. Leeds is what raised me, birthed me, and grew me. They say that a child gets to absorb his character from the ages of 1 to 7. And I spent my childhood in Leeds and left when I was 9, so I believe that when I came to London, I was already a little Yorkshire pudding.
what then started to get you into this music? Where did you get the music? Did you get it in Leeds?
I got it in Leeds. The music birthed me in Leeds. I mean, growing up in my mum's household, it was always reggae, soul, and an eclectic mix of all kind of music, but predominantly Motown and the Bob Marley camp, and it nurtured me into soul music and reggae music, and my earliest influences span from people like Smiley Culture to Shakin' Stevenson behind the green door. And the beautiful thing happened in my childhood was hip-hop was birthed.
What actually drew you into hip hop?
Like, I loved all of the rock and roll dancing, spinning them around, and I saw the Northern Soul dancing where they would kind of get down on the floor and do crazy moves that are like contemporary and out the box. First saw breakdancing, I thought that's just like rock and roll and Wigan Soul, Northern Soul peer dancing. So I related to that straight away, and I love dance. I think the dance element seemed like a natural progression from what I knew. The graffiti element seemed like a natural progression from what I knew. And when it came to like the rapping, the lyrics, I was raised in dancehall where toasting was what birthed the rap MC.
Well, man, so when did you get your first gig?
We had to put on our first gig for us to have our first gig. So we hired Bagley's Warehouse, like a little unit in Bagley's Warehouse. Yeah, and we put our own first gig on independently with our own money. We printed our own flyers. We ran around town, giving out all of our flyers, thinking nobody wants to come to a hip-hop gig because they're all going to the acid house raves. And we took the self-initiative to promote it ourselves, do it ourselves.
What made you really go for this game?
Well, the success of the raves kind of garnered a name for us. Skinnyman, Mud Family, the Mudlums promotions that we was putting on, as well as many other artists. And we got approached first by a guy called Axilla, who independently recorded an EP with me, Mono and Chester.
Okay.
We called it the Mud Files. That started generating even more spotlight to who we are, to a wider audience. Must have got into the hands of A&R men and people who had been coming to underground rap battles from record companies. So I was approached by a lovely guy called Paul Martin, and he was someone who believed in me as an artist. His belief in me gave me a sense of belief in myself that I didn't have before that, and he wanted to take the whole jump into getting me signed to a major record company. We did actually get the deal with Universal Records, and a couple of months after that, I think the major company, Ireland, Universal, wanted to actually axe their whole subsidiary, which was Talking Loud, a department that I was signed to.
Okay.
So I kind of signed, and before I even got to record any material, was left again with as a free agent, because the stable that signed me was no longer was. It was a very disheartening time, and ended up taking some wrong turns and ended up getting locked up. And I actually thought at the time, well, my chance is over.
What you could tell us is, going to jail and coming out, how did it really shape you as an artist?
I think for one, my album got more spins in the prison dormitories and landings than it ever got radio play. And it resonated more to the people of that demographic, because whilst incarcerated, it made me want to explore as to the fact that we come from lower working class environments where the education system is a failure, where unemployment is rising, where people are going to food banks, where cost of living crisis, where everything seems to be accumulating into the increase of crime. And I think what I wrote in my reflection to that was when I came out was what is the album today, Council of State of Mind. I think first and foremostly, Nev, it was therapy for incarcerated young men.
Well,
Yes, no.
this is the new you still, my man.
Yes, well I'm looking hip hop now, thank you.
You know there's always one thing I ask everyone who comes.
Yeah.
Will you bless the place for us?
That's the least I could do. It's my honour and a privilege. Come
Thank you
on.
very much,
We're
my
in the
man.
cut, we're in the cut. Let's throw this down.
Dealing with the science of social deprivation from here to wherever, fam. You go to sleep round here and have nightmares. Wake up and find the worst reality is right here. The difference is in my dreams I'm always running scared, but in reality on road I'm coming prepared. So now who's gonna wanna run up and become a gunner? Everybody's gonna wanna get us, but they're on along us. I'm still out to get the same cats from last summer. I can't see them again, it's like they've done a runner. I'm still in the same manner on the same number, and everybody knows where I'm at and what I'm under. I'm in the same slums raising the funds, in the city where the little kids are blazing the guns. Just look how this United Kingdom has come. In the Council of States where they fight over crumbs, we've got young single parent mums having the hardest time trying to survive for their daughters and sons coming out their youths, cause the youths are left out there, raised on the ways of these streets without care. We're having our fair share of gun warfare. It's all gone nuts. Is it just cause it's poor here? People want more here. We're all on the floor here, it's raw here. You can't sleep and ignore here. Life's kinda militant, stuck in the grime. Nothing's equivalent to this Council of State of Mind. Life's kinda militant, stuck in the grime. Nothing's equivalent to this Council of State of Mind. 20-year anniversary live from the cut, my peoples. Yo, I lived amongst smashed syringes, squatters' doors hanging off the hinges, hookers looking money for Bobby shot in their minges, leaving used condoms out on the staircases, next to the broken pipes that's left by the base heads. Local estate heads have grown up to hate feds, kids with no helmets driving round on some baked peds. Abandoned cars are at the bottom of the block, it's pissing down, we need a place to plot, to catch and blaze pot. Watch the whole spot full of lost souls with no goals who get left to rot. So what I don't expect you to ever comprehend is why we're all acting so self-defensive. Neighborhood shotters have seen what it's coming to. Local coppers on patrol are upping with a gun too, so anyone can gun you, leave and desert you. How long will they mourn you when somebody murks you? Try not to get shift when shifting your work true. If you wanna shift, there ain't nowhere to splurt to. The stakes are high, the bets get placed, trying to find how sweet success might taste in a place where everybody is trying to flex. Not really getting anywhere, so everybody's vexed, leaving life kinda militant. Stuck in the grind, nothing's equivalent to this Council of State of Mind. My life's kinda militant. Stuck in the grind, nothing's equivalent to this Council of State of Mind. 20 years on, and the problems are still growing. It's a shame, cause these are lyrics for my people living on the streets who know they ain't got nothing else to retreat to. If you're getting food, next man will wanna eat you. Pure bad beefs just to get to delete you. So many man nowadays are so see-through. We wear it in deceitful ways when they greet you. Those who feel it know it because they've been through times when their friends wanna switch up to beat you. Never used to see it, but now I got a clear view. Don't let no bad-minded heads try get near you. If they're not on your level, they'll never hear you. Ain't no time to be shaken or fearful. If you've been through some of the evil that we do, 100 Hail Marys ain't enough to redeem you. All of my long-time friends are crack fiends who have gone too far, but they say they didn't mean to. Does alleviation through raising crack relieve you? Everybody's losing their mind and even me too. Step into my world, I'll show you a preview, but don't tell a soul, they just won't believe you that life's kinda militant. Stuck in the grind, nothing's equivalent to this Council of State of Mind. Life's kinda militant. Stuck in the grime, nothing's equivalent to this Council of State of Mind. 20-year anniversary live from the cut. Big up to Neville, thank you for the fade. We're keeping it on the wave, and you done know for days. I wanna say big up to all of my peoples. The message is love. 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 The message is.
You may not get another chance. Settle down, have another little chat.
What? Is this my chance, blood? Is this my time to stand up and have my shine? 15 minutes of fame for me to show all the peeps what's been on my mind. I got so much shit to say after so many years being out doing crime. I seen the most hardcore soldiers turn into cats for being out on the line. I run away from leads as a youth. Since then, all we know was hard times. But don't get me wrong though, we've had some fun though, but that's in the back of